Let me advise you on something. You do not want to waste your money on a child that is not biologically yours, period. These so-called single moms and baby mamas, they're strictly, and they should be strictly for entertainment purposes, recreation, and fun. That's it. I would never consider one of them to start a family with.
I am a 19-year-old teen mom of two to a 2-year-old boy and a 1-year-old girl. I had my first kid at 16. Well, I got pregnant with him at 15. I had him at 16. Got pregnant with my daughter on my 17th birthday.
And I don't care what these so-called simps say to you. Oh, it's noble to take care of somebody else's child. No, it's not. That's a fucking sucker move, and you're a simp if you do it.
Dismiss!
Whoa, can we say hardcore, body slamming, soul snatching, just from those clips in the beginning? Is the modern man refusing to be a stepfather? Sometimes I am just like you all. I'm on YouTube, just scrolling, listening to stuff, and certain videos come across, and I look at the thumbnail, and I say, I wonder what this person is talking about. And today we have Keith, the law enforcement O.M.G, directing you gentlemen on why being a stepfather is just not good business. If you like what he's saying, give him a subscribe, give him a like, go see his page. Let him know BigSargeTheGentleman sent you also. He may have other things that you may enjoy.
Hey everybody, this is Keith, the law enforcement OG. And this video is going to be directed to all my 35 and under guys. The ones who have 0 children. 0. Now, you may be dating a single mom or a baby mama out there, and you're probably thinking about, I'd like to start my own family. Well, let me advise you on something.
Real quick, before he gets into his advising, listen to what he said. He said, my guys, 35 and under with 0 kids. Go ahead, Keith, take it away.
These so-called single moms and baby mamas, they're strictly, and they should be strictly for entertainment purposes, recreation, and fun. That's it. I would never consider one of them to start a family with.
Now, Keith, you know what you just said is going to ruffle a lot of fellas out there. And a lot of gentlemen are going to agree, but a lot of ladies are going to be upset and say, you can't judge my past. Or we're a package deal, and you're just going to have to deal with me and my kids.
And be a stepfather? That is a sucker play, a simp play. Because all you're doing is basically bailing her out from her poor decisions. Bailing some dude out who basically laid up with her, rent-free. But she expects you to step in and pay the cost to be the boss. Spend your resources, your finances, and put your emotions into a child that will never be yours. You will never be able to discipline that child, regardless if that child and her moves into your home.
Well, I'm not going to lie. He makes some valid points right there. But you know what also? I think as older men, we start seeing things very differently. Meaning, when you're young, especially our generation, Gen X, when you're young, you got all the gusto in the world. Sometimes, well, like I said, I think we're the last generation who actually didn't mind being stepfathers. But you got all the gusto in the world. You're like, oh, I'll take care of her kids, whatever. But once you get to a certain age, you have a different clarity about yourself. And you're like, nah, that ain't my kid. And this kid don't even like me. And why? After everything I've done for you, him, her, or whoever. So I see where he's coming from with this. And young gentlemen with no kids, pay attention.
She will never let you discipline that child. You are a financier, benefactor. That's it. You basically are her sponsor and her baby sponsor. You have no say-so in what they do or what she does. And, if you think she don't still have access to her baby daddy? Well, you're wrong, because you'll never know. They'll always say, hey, you know, I need to communicate with my son's or daughter's father for the purpose of our child.
Now that last one, of course, don't get me wrong, the money's always hard, but that I have to be in contact with my kid's father. Listen to me very closely, gentlemen. And you ladies already know, once a man puts a baby inside you, he will always have access to you. You may be like, but not sexually, nah. He has access to your mind because he has already had your body. So in return, you will always be his woman in his head. And even if you guys aren't together, he knows the fact that, once again, he impregnated you. So in a certain essence, you belong to him, and he understands that. And he will always make that the power play, especially with dealing with your man.
How do you verify that? You don't. She will always have access to this man, while you look stupid, dumb, having some woman and some strange child living in your spot, spending your bread, and you have no say-so as to how they move or operate within your house. Let that sink in.
I know. Some lady is going to be like, who hurt you? Or some guy's going to be like, come on, brother. It's okay to be a stepdad. At the same time, I don't think he's bitter. I think he's just informing the younger guys coming up how to make smarter and wiser decisions, actually.
Does that sound like a good deal to you? Now, it may be smooth for the first few years, but the minute this child gets old enough, start wanting to graduate, even want to get married, do you think you're going to be that one at the graduation representing that child? Do you think you're going to give your daughter, if it's a girl, her hand in marriage to the dude that she wants to marry? No, I guarantee you it will be her bummy ass real biological father.
Damn, Keith, you are serious about that aspect right there. I'm not even mad.
So again, I ask, what is the benefit? What do you get out of the deal? To say that you're a good guy, you got a big heart, you're a caring person? Fuck that shit, man.
Dang, Keith be going hard in the paint. I'm about to look at some more of his videos.
Take your resources and your money, your finances, take all the emotions that you have and the love in your heart that you have, find a woman who has 0 children and create your own family. And invest in your own seed. That's the play.
Now, that's something I can stand behind, meaning I always tell men, especially when they come to me for advice per se, especially when I was in the military, I would always tell them, listen, there's certain things you should always do in life as a man, and having and creating your own family is one of those things. There's nothing like having your own kids.
That's how I see it. Now, there are going to be some folks who are going to hate on me and say, you know what, you sound like a bitter man. No, I don't. I'm just basically giving some younger guys some good advice.
That's crazy, right? The thing about it is, I never really watch these videos. I always, even though it's being recorded, I react and give commentary in real time as I edit. But he said exactly what I said earlier. I don't think he's bitter. I just think he's giving advice to younger guys who don't know, who can't understand, or who've never had a proper male man figure in their life to explain certain things to them.
Sound advice. Because you do not want to waste your money on a child that is not biologically yours. Period. And I don't care what these so-called simps say to you. Oh, it's noble to take care of somebody else's child. No, it's not. That's a fucking sucker move, and you're a simp if you do it.
Wow. Breaking hearts and crushing souls. Keith, what are you doing out here, sir?
Period. I'll say this again. Find a good woman who has no children and create your own family. That's the play. But anyway, hopefully I rescue at least 1 or 2 people who listen to this video. So give me a follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have more to come. I'm out.
Okay, that's Keith right there, Law Enforcement OG. Now, y'all know it's the time I give some back end commentary. But actually, as I gave so much commentary during this video, that is going to be simple. I don't disagree with Keith. Let me just say it like this. As I've said before, and as I've always said, to any and every man, you should want to create your own family. Meaning, everyone in that house outside of your wife should share DNA with you. You should be able to look at your kids and know that they're your kids. And know, outside of your wife, these are the most important people to you because you're instilling so much into them. Because they carry your namesake / your DNA into the next generation. I have nothing against stepfathers. And back in the day, stepfathers seemed to be, not all, but seemed to be the actual fathers of many of the kids. Stepfathers used to have the same reverence that a real father would have. If a stepfather told you, sit your butt down and don't say anything, there was no going and saying, well, I'm going to tell my mom, you can't talk to me like that. Nah, because he'll backhand you right there on the spot and then look at you and be like, all right, say something else smart again. Now, I get it. That's child abuse these days. But back in the days, stepfathers were the equivalent to fathers. When the woman moved in with the man or the man moved in with the woman, however you want to say it, that man came in and did everything a father was supposed to do. And he had all the responsibilities that a father had. He had all the authority that a father should have. These days, now, once again, I'm no stepfather. But the gentleman who I've had conversations with, the gentleman who I chop it up with, and just in general, it seems to me that the stepfather role has decreased in the amount of authority that man has over the children. In understanding, it has increased in the financial responsibility that man has over the household. So with that, I'm just going to be straightforward. Ladies, if you're dealing with a man and you expect him to be a stepfather, let him know what he's really getting into. Gentlemen, if you're dealing with a woman with kids, do understand. If you become a stepfather, you have no one to be upset with but yourself if things don't work out the way you wanted it to. Because once again, as a man, you should want to create, I've always said it this way, your own family at least once. And then from there, if it doesn't work out and you want to go be stepdaddy dearest, hey, at least you have your own kids and at least you tried it. I'm going to go ahead and give you the loser speech. At least you tried it. But hey, I'm Big Sarge the Gentleman. Y'all know what time it is. Play my music.
Winter is here.